Good evening, one and all. A very warm welcome to the auspicious occasion of the first convocation ceremony of School of Business Studies and Social Sciences, Christ deemed to be University for the batch of 2018. In today's ceremony, 662 Christites will be receiving their bachelor's degree and 18 Christites will be receiving their master's degree certificates. Reaching this milestone in life is indeed an achievement and an occasion for celebration. And the ceremony today marks a rite of passage and is very solemn that will be carried on in the highest standards of decorum and discipline. Here are a few specific instructions to the graduates. Kindly be seated in your designated seats. Please do not change the order of your seats. This will help us in the orderly conduct of the distribution of the degree certificates. I request the graduates to come over to the dais from my right side in order to receive the certificates. After collecting the certificates from the Honorable Chancellor, pose for a photograph, greet the Chief Guest and the Pro-Vice Chancellor, and then leave from my left side of the stage. After collecting your degree certificate, please maintain silence, for your friends also should have their moments of pride while they receive theirs. Please do not remove the hoods or throw them up at any time during or after the ceremony. Robes are to be returned after the ceremony in the respective rooms that are already allocated. I will now take you through the proceeding of the convocation ceremony. We will be beginning the ceremony with the convocation procession. As the procession enters the auditorium, kindly stand in silence. The university choir will present the university anthem as well as the invocation while the dignitaries light the lamp. Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor, Dr. Father Abraham V.M. will then lead us in prayer. The audience is requested to remain standing till the end of the prayer. We shall now await the arrival of the dignitaries. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as the dignitaries enter the auditorium. The convocation procession is led by the Registrar of Christ deemed to be University, Dr. Arnold Joseph Pinto, carrying the national flag. He is followed by the Controller of Examination, Professor Johnny Joseph, carrying the university flag. They are followed by the cluster coordinators, Mr. Emmanuel P.J., Dr. Benson Rajan, Dr. N. Chaitanya Pradeep, Dr. Satish Verma M., and Professor Rajni Ramdas, followed by the academic coordinators, Dr. Joby Thomas and Ms. Gana J., the Associate Dean, Dr. Jyoti Kumar, Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor, Dr. Father Abraham V.M., our Chief Guest for the evening, Professor S. Jafet, and Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Father George Edeadiel. The national flag signifies our country's emblem. It combines the virtues of courage, peace, and prosperity with its tricolor and truth with the Dharma Chakra. Our university flag depicts the truth of duty and our university's vision of excellence and service.
Lord our God, we thank you for you have loved us into life. In you we live, move, and have our being. You are the beginning and end of everything that we are and we do. Lord, we present before you these dear children of yours, whom you entrusted to our care a few years ago. Together with us, they have explored the realms of truth about themselves and the world. As they prepare to graduate into wider horizons of life, Lord, we place them back into your hands. They are yours, Lord. Keep them close to your heart. Infuse their hearts and minds with the true wisdom, genuine love, and a burning desire to serve you and their fellow human beings with the intellectual, personal, interpersonal, and societal skills they have imbibed over these years here at this university. Enable them to contribute their might through the virtues of excellence and service to make the world a better place for humanity and of all creation. Into your hands, Lord, we commend them, along with their hopes and aspirations for the future and their very lives. Amen.
Please be seated. I now invite Dr. Meghna Muthalir, Assistant Professor, School of Business Studies and Social Sciences, to welcome the gathering.
Good evening. It is my honor and privilege to deliver the welcome address on this momentous occasion. Christ University is blessed to be led and nurtured by a great visionary, our dear Chancellor, Dr. Father George Edeadil, who is also the rector of Dharmaram College. Father has master's degrees in mathematics, sociology, and biblical studies, and a PhD from St. Thomas Aquinas University, Rome. He has published short stories and a number of scholarly articles and books. He has wide administrative experiences in diverse institutions. We wholeheartedly extend a warm welcome to you, Father. We are delighted to have among us our chief guest for this occasion, Professor S. Jaffet. Professor Jaffet is the founding Vice-Chancellor of the new Bengaluru Central University. He has held positions as a professor and key administrator at the National Law School of India University, NLSIU, Bengaluru. As a teacher, he has been active in the production and dissemination of knowledge to the students in more than 3 decades at the university. Professor Jaffet's commitment toward reforming society urged him to accept responsibility as the founder director of the Center for Social Exclusion and Inclusion Policy, CSSEIP, sponsored and funded by the University Grants Commission at NLSIU, a path-breaking initiative for interdisciplinary research. Professor Jaffet has considerable experience in engaging with institutions abroad. He has been a visiting professor at William and Mary College and William and Mary School of Law, USA, and distinguished visiting fellow at Indiana University, USA. Professor Jaffet has also been invited by the Social Science and Law faculty at Duke University, Columbia University, and New York University in the USA, and Warwick University and the University of Glasgow in the United Kingdom for special lectures. Apart from his contribution to the domain of higher education, he has evolved an ecosystem of excellence in universities across the country as a member of expert committees. In addition to such affiliations, he has been a member of central and state government committees. The Film Preview Committee, Doordarshan, member, National Committee on a World Conference Against Racism, constituted by the Prime Minister of India, and many others. With such extensive and diverse experience and expertise in the domain of higher education, Professor Jaffet has been an innovator, initiator, institution builder, teacher, researcher, and an activist in the field of academics and its linkages to society and its development. We cordially welcome you, sir. powerhouse of Christ University, is our Vice Chancellor, Colonel Dr. Father Thomas C. Matthew. Father has done an MS in Education and Administration from Iona College, New York, USA. He was awarded his doctorate from Bangalore University on Educational Administration and is also the recipient of an honorary doctorate from Liverpool Hope University, UK. He has been conferred the honorary rank of Colonel by the Ministry of Defense in recognition to his contribution to the National Cadet Corps. He has been a truly pioneering and visionary leader in the history of Christ University, having initiated various partnership programs with several esteemed institutions, both national and international. It is Father's vision that has been instrumental in conceptualizing and establishing the School of Business Studies and Social Sciences at the Bannerghatta Road campus. Father, your presence is always inspiring, personifying the energy and vibrancy of Christ University. A warm welcome to you, Father. We also extend a very cordial welcome to our respected Pro-Vice Chancellor, Dr. Father Abraham B.M., Registrar, Dr. Anil Joseph Pinto, Controller of Examinations, Professor Johnny Joseph, Associate Dean of the School of Business Studies and Social Sciences, Dr. Jyoti Kumar, for your august presence and guidance. A warm welcome to our academic coordinators, cluster heads of different disciplines, and teaching as well as administrative staff members. It is also our pleasure to welcome Mr. Jugnu Oberoi, a graduate of the very first batch of this institution in 1969. He is the alumni president who tirelessly guides and motivates the alumni and keeps them constantly connected with the university. We also welcome our other invitees, guests, well-wishers, and members of the media. Dear parents, we recognize with gratitude the trust you have placed in the School of Business Studies and Social Sciences to nurture and guide your children. The success achieved by your children, as well as the growth of the university to a national and global platform, would not have been possible without your immense and constant support. We welcome each of you on this proud day of achievement. A very special welcome to all you Christites. You have worked long and hard to make this day possible, and it is to celebrate your achievements and your tireless enthusiasm and commitment to excellence in service that we are all gathered here today. We cherish each of you and welcome you all to this moment of celebration. Thank you.
The essence of leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Colonel Dr. Father Thomas C. Matthew, who since the inception of our university has been the driving force and the inspirational voice for the remarkable growth and transformation of our institution, I take immense pleasure in inviting our Honorable Vice Chancellor to address the gathering and thereafter request Father Chancellor to declare the convocation ceremony open.
Honorable Chancellor of the University, Reverend Dr. George Adeyariu, distinguished chief guest of this graduation convocation ceremony, Professor and Vice Chancellor of Bangalore Central University, S. Jaffet, distinguished professors who are present here, Father V.M. Abraham, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Anil Pinto, Registrar, Professor Johnny Joseph, Controller of Examinations, all the distinguished professors, fathers, Mr. Jugnu Oberoi, the alumni president, parents, guests, and graduating Christites. This is a happy moment for all of us. Christ University, the interfraternity of 21,000 students and more than 1,200 or 400 staff members. Why it is unique? It is unique because the first batch of School of Business Studies and Social Sciences, Christ University, Bannerghatta campus is graduating. We're not happy about it. We are happy about it because you young people, when you move out from this institution, you are moving out with pride and confidence. The formation happened in this institution for the last 3 years. Of course, you were in the main campus in the first year. And you are the founding stone, the pioneers and trendsetters of the campus of Benragata Road campus. Congratulations. You did a wonderful job. We are really proud of you. This campus is unique in its curriculum and pedagogy. This campus is unique in its approach. When we designed this campus, if you have looked around, you see that infrastructure, the model of functioning here is in an environment of family. We wanted to see this different from the other campuses of Christ University, a home, an intimate home away from home, in academics, in connecting with each other, in nurturing the diversity, in nurturing the strength of each one. You represent the whole country, or if not the whole world. I have seen many international students here. We don't ask you what is the language you speak. We don't ask you which religion you belong. We don't ask you from where you come from. We are respecting the humanness in you. We want to see that humanness developed in you as mature adults. When you join here, you are 16 or 17 boys and girls. When you leave this institution, you are men and women with a lot of confidence and transformation. You belong to 9 programs of undergraduate and 1 or 2 programs of masters. The degrees what you hold today is the degrees you nurtured in this campus. The friendship what you are nurtured in this campus will be everlasting in your life. So I have a simple request in you. Being the first batch of students of this campus, you have to have that pride in you. You are the trendsetters of this campus. We believe in excellence and service. The vision of this institution, that should happen in every sense. And that excellence should nurture you to grow for a faster track. The vision, the service vision, is connecting with the society. Why we are getting educated? To get a job, or to make our family business strong, or to have a better proposal. These all may be reasons. But why you are doing? For the development of the society. Christ University, in the name of Christ, is having no justification in surviving in this world unless we tell the concept of service for the development of the society. A complex and a complicated country like India requires citizens of you, people like you, for a global citizenship. So I am inviting you to have that global citizenship concept, to nurture that. We told you about the holistic education. We told you as a graduate from what are the attributes you should have: academic, personal, interpersonal, and societal. Everything we were trying to develop you as citizens. After 10 years, 20 years, 50 years from now, it will happen to you. You are not sure about it, it will happen. When 50 years from now, when you are men and women of 70 or 80, how you are going to get nurtured through the generations is the trend or the base of this institution training. I'm wishing you all the best. Before winding up, I to really congratulate the head of this institution, the leader of this institution, the teams, especially Professor Jyoti Kumar and all her team members, in making this institution a unique experience of homely environment, giving the right academic rigor, with the right atmosphere of learning, with a brotherly and sisterly attitude. Wish you all the best. May God bless you abundantly. Keep the motto of this institution, vision of this institution, excellence and service throughout your life. May God bless you. Almighty's blessings will be always with you. His hands will be always protecting you. Thank you very much. I have the honor to request you, Father Chancellor, to declare the convocation ceremony open.
This convocation ceremony of Christ, deemed to be university, has been called to award the degrees to the candidates who in the examinations held for the purpose have been certified to be worthy of the same. I declare the convocation ceremony open. Let the candidates for the various courses under School of Business Studies and Social Sciences be presented.
May I now call upon the Controller of Examination, Professor Johnny Joseph, to present the candidates to the Honorable Chancellor.
I request all the candidates receiving the degrees to please stand up. Father Chancellor, I wish to present to you the candidates named in the list for the degrees of BA in Economics Honors, BA in English Honors, BA in English Political Science and History, BA in Journalism Honors, BA in Media Studies, Economics and Political Science, BSc in Psychology Honors, BBA Honors, BBA in Finance and International Business, BBA in Tourism and Travel Management, and MBA in Tourism and Travel Management. They have been examined and found qualified for the said degrees, to which I pray they may be admitted. All the candidates may please be seated. I invite the faculty members to present their candidates to receive the degrees from the Chancellor by reading out their names.
I request the students of Economics Honors Program to come and receive the certificates in the order in which their names are called. Digvijay Goswami, Neil Jacob Woman, Shahan Sood, Vishal Suresh, Amy Maggie Augustine, Akshida Raut, Amrita Pani, Anuja Alex, Anupriya Bhandari, Abhrajita Gupta, Apurva Shankar, Christina Rose Thomas, Divya Ann Jos, Ilian Philippos, Juhi Chaco, Komli Sanjana, Mahima Gupta, Meghna Kande. She has secured the first rank in the Economics BA program with a CGPA of 3.86. Nishi Gupta, Pradiksha Mogandi, Rakshida E. Paul, Ritika Susan Simon, Saloni Kandoi, Sneha Singh, Vishaka Jokhri, Ashida Achar, Tanvi Goyal, Alvin Thomas, Kostab Gogna, Rahul Bed, Anvesa Goswami, Lavanya Saxena, Sakshi Banjal, Saloni Katasaria, Shambhavi Prasad, Surabhi Sri, Nivedita Iyer, M. Smita, Vanindo Banerjee, Manan Totuka, Section B, Aditya Deepak Deshpande, Anmol Gandhi, Arun Payas, Cheruvu Vasudeva Shastri, Karthik Shankar, Krishnadev Prasad, Patel Aryan Sujal, Ramandeep Singh Arora, Rungala Sai Aditya, Suman Mahesh Sambashivan, Aishwini Arora, Agansha Rana, Akshida Pillai, Aminat Imaha, Anindita Gogoi, Arunima Singh, Athena Rose Joseph, Kasturi Roy, Mehak Kapoor, Nunsavat Alekia, Parvati Pyaralal, Pooja Singh, Pratima Janthyala, Shreya Elizabeth Paul, Srishti Jayarath, Tuhina Chowdhury, Yudhisha Ashok Sharma, Ajay Krishna K, Sanjidi Kapoor, Somya Sridhar, A. Bharat Raj, Anshik Ohri, Harshit Garg, Apurva Kusre, Bhavya Ranjan, Meghana Dilip Bulchandani, Radhika Chatha, Rupsha Banerjee, Shraddha Agarwal, Abhirama Gangadhar Bode, Pedi Sahana, and Subiksha, yes.
I request the students of the BA English Honours Program to receive their certificates in the order in which their names are called. Aquil Jason, Joel Matthew, Sushil Kumar Singh, Abhirami Katayaprat, Abigail Sarah George, Akanksha Sethi, Akshaya Mohan, Anne Mary Anthony, Aparna S. Mangalam, Disha Muley, Farhana Chaudhary, Griti Jijo, Meera Vinod. Meera Vinod has secured the first rank in the BA English Honours Program with a CGPA of 3.81. Namrata Pandey, Nandana P, Nikita Arora, Prachi Agarwal, Radha Lakshmi, Ruth Susan Matthew, Shivani Vani Thapa, Sushmita Ann Thomas, Shrinjoy Day, Deepshika Sinha, Shruti Mishra, Vishaka Sen, Prey Mukesh Bhai Jani, Rishabh Sharma, Ananta Das, Annie James, Divya Sharma, Gayatri Satish, Kudrat Handa, Meghmalar Day, Nikita Dugal, Ponki B. Arya, Sheila Lipi Sahana, Vidisha, Madhvi Prakash, Nikita Vidyalankar, Apurva. I now request the students of the BA English, Political Science and History program to receive their certificates in the order in which their names are called. A. Pratyush Manoj Nair, Boydurjo H. Buyan, Deepak Kumar Giri, Ebenezer Walang, Hijio Gungte, Kunal Srivastava, Midhun Matthew, Mrudupavan Barali, Nikhil P. Joy, Nishan Chankakoti, Rajiv Ranjan Singh, Vaishak P. Nair, Aditi Kanchan Baras, Ananya Raj Kakoti, Gayatri Basumatari, Kavya Venkatraman, Krisha Kashyap, Meghna Jaswal, Nikita Ann Matthews, Oishi Majumdar, Ramwa Naomi, Ritika Rumba, Sakhi Jayant Nair, Shikha Rai, Aditya RP, Mashweta Gogoi, Rajbinder Kumar Singh, Retuparnan VT, Aditi Mazumdar. Aditi Mazumdar has secured the first rank in the BA English Political Science and History program with a CGPA of 3.76. Angela Bhutia, Anila Koshi, Asmita Dabral, Nakshatra Pramod, Rashi Agrawal, Sanjana Rajmohan, Manjunatha P, Timna S.
It's with great pleasure that I request the student of BA Honors Journalism to come and receive the certificate in the order in which the names are called. Akash Shivasubramanya, Vaidya Harshal Piyush, Arpit Kaur Bhatia, Alicia Vaz, Nirupama Chandra, Manpreet Sagu, Nivriti Raj Singhani, Noor Hanaz Khatun, Pavni Patidar, Rachel Kathleen Doherty, Sakshi Srivastava, Shireen Naushad, Shreya Venkatraman. Shreya has secured the first rank in Journalism Honors program with a CGPA of 3.67. Shreya Dev, Tulika Chaturvedi, Yagya Arora, Ikshika Parnami, Ramya Sabamurthy, Ankit Sharma, Ayaktan Roy, Shobik Ghosh, Arti Ramnath, Dipali Gaur, Kartika Anand, Kaustav Pandey, Monica Sharma, Nidhi Saran, Shresi Subhash Kulkarni, Kishore B, Shreya Kamath, Orshik Purkait.
I request the students of BA MEP to come and receive the certificates in the order the names are called. Abhijit S. Nair, Akash Sriram, Arjun, Siriyak T. Kunnampuram, Sahel Anais, Tanmay Biani, Aishwarya Anishka, Aishwarya Sapanti, Apurba Banerjee, Ashika, G. Hema Vaishnavi. Hema Vaishnavi has secured the first rank in the BA ME program with a CGPA of 3.58. Koel Singh, Mridula Manjari Rai, Natasha Ratti Kopul, Niharika Gaur, Nikita Surana, Sharika S. Kumar, Simran Kothari, Srisha Paul, Susanna Catherine James, Burgula Sriram, T. Tammu, Aishwarya Jaisimha, Mili Kapadia, Nirupama Rajan, Sriya B, Manan Arora, Nishant Matthew Thomas, Vikash Agarwal, Ashia Chaudhary, Gargi Bhaveja, Jayashri Kumari, Priya Nitin Shah, Sunakshi Sethi, Arvind Rao, Pisupati Nityasri, Chetas, Aarti Ratnam, Hansika Satish,
I request the students of BSc Psychology Honors Program to come and receive their certificates in the order their names are called. Anand Rai, Arnab Roy, Ashish Matthew, Klemja Rongang, Navnit Samuel Rendev Mendes, TSVS Bhargav, Vishal Kevin Rajkumar, Advika Shivam, Akshaya R, Anne Mary, Anushka Akori, Ashwati J. Menon, Bhavya Chabra, Chandni Suresh, Devika Nair, Divya Maria George, Eliza Abraham, Gauri Sunil Mohan, Jyotis Maria Thomas, Kamini Hari, Khadija Seba, Liana Tabassum, Medha Gupta, Melody Joy, Reshma R, Ruben Somal, Samyukta Iyengar, Vatsala Chandel, Anna Jacob, Florentina Cecilia Rafael, Ranjita Kumar, Shweta Joyce, Vibha Bhatt, Anirudh Kedia, Anuj Sope, Asta Butra, Avneet Kaur. Avneet Kaur has secured the first rank in the BSc Psychology Honors Program with the CGPA of 3.88. Kavya Sethi, Lajwanti M, Madhvi Bongrala, Neha Dechama, Nishta Bhattakur, Ritu Verma, Sharon Marianne Varghese, Shruti Lemuela Renukumar, Srishti Chandana, Shweta Suresh, Yashasvi Ramesh Chopra, Avinash R. Obradka, Anisha K. Jatanki, Harikrupa Sridhar, Amrutavalli S. Anshika Sharma, and Pavitra M.
I request the students of Bachelor of Business Administration Honors to come and receive the certificates in the order in which their names are called. Akshat Sethi, Anish Vaibhav Junjanwala, Anuj Podar, Chirag Khurana, Damodar Bihani, Harish Sabari Vai, Jaskaran Singh, Kabir Bhatia, Karan Kapoor, Keshav Mehra, Kuldeep R. Jain, Manvendra Singh Rathod, Mohammad Yunus Ali, Nalin Jori, Namala Jagadeep, Naren Krishna Bhatt, P. Dishank Palrecha, Parul L. Jain, Priyansh Saxena, Rahul Madhusudanan Pillai, Ravikant Chaurasia, Rishabh Nitin Shah, Rishi Mehta, Shlok Hari, Shreyans Bandari, Shrikant Kedia, Vedant Katruka, Vedant Agarwala, Viraj Arora, Yash Goel, Yash Kumar, Karen Antoinette Rodriguez, Namita Agarwal, Nivedita S. Vishwamitra, Purvi Pasari, Ramyashri Rao Karuturi, Riya Kotari, Samiksha Datta, Sanjaya Agarwal, Suchira TU, Saumya Bhatnagar, Sukaina Abbas, Suruchi Jain, Tanushri Agrawal, Mansi Agarwal, Urvashi Bajpayee, Moses Braganza, Prerna Kapani, Achpelia Umesh, Rudraksh Agarwal, Saurabh Shrestha, Sajan Joseph. Section B, Habib Wadwa, Abhinav Agarwal, Aditya Jajaria, Ali Ahmad, Angad Virk, Aryan Kotari, Arjuna N. Banatan, Dev Chaudhary, Divij Srivastav, Divisht Singhi, Divyanshu Agarwal, Harsh Zaveri, Jonathan Lakra, Jonathan Rohit Bhavanasi, Kapil Parag Gavandalkar, Mayank Potlapalli, Naman Nagpal, Rahul Yadav, Rishabh Agarwal, Rishabh Raj Agarwal, Sahil Agarwal, Sahitya Shankar, Sai Sankalp Dinkar, Sayam Jain, Shivam Krishna, Shubham Kumar Tibrewal, Siddharth Kumar, Vedant Johari, Vivian Lucas Suquera, Aisha Hori, Ayushi Manish Kotak, Budita Sabu, Kavya Vishnu, Naomi Nina Lorena, Ridhima Goel, Sakshi Mehta. Sakshi Mehta secured the first rank in Bachelor of Business Administration honors with a CGPA of 3.91. Sampriti Malhotra, Shipra Saria, Shivani Agrawal, Shreya Gupta, Simran Jain, Suvini Mehra, Devika Reddy, Rohit Ostwal, Parthiv Kotari, Deep Nilesh Desai, Keshav Karnani, Varun Vibhash, Siddhant Prasad, Lakshmikant Pansari. Section C, Abhinav Ponapalli, Aditya Rajesh, Aditya Arjun Deshmukh, Aditya Jha, Ahmad Hayam Hassan, Akhil Bhargava, Akshay Surana, Arpit Bafna, Ayush Prakash, Vaibhav Katar, Brandon Michael Noel Meneses, Dhyan Vishnu Prajwal N, Dipesh Agarwal, Hemant Sabu, Kavach Khanna, Mantini Satvik, Mayur Agarwal, Mehul Rai, Midun SM, Prashant Kumar Giri, Ratik Shetty, Sachin Dalmia, Sachit Setia, Satyaraj Mayor, Shiva Grover, Shaurya Shah, Shriyans Surana, Shubham Biani, Swapnil Garg, Vidul Sikka, Vishnani Sanjay Kumar Gulabchand, Vaisya Raju Venkata Sainath Raju, Yash Botra, A. Vishruta, Ayushi Agarwal, Aditi Gogia, Hansini Rajkumar, Isha Jain, Lohita Nadella, Malaika Jain, Mihika Manish Savani, Movina Periwal, Nidhi Agrawal, Nikita Parmar, Riya Singhania, Rushil Sharma, Samriddhi Agarwal, Vidya K, L. Praveen Balaji, Angela Pratiksha Menezes, Hiral Deepak Ramaya, Harshini M, Nishi Malpani, Daksh Raj Tuli, and Tanishq Agarwal.
I request the students of Bachelor of Business Administration, Finance and International Business to come and receive their certificates in the order in which their names are called. Section A, Abhay Kalra, Abhishek Sharma, Aditya Nair, Aditya Raina, Ajay Anand, Ansh Bhatia, Anshuman Sahu, Arvind Menon, Azaid Manjur, Ayush Madepuram, Ishan Govil, Harish Boja, Jivitesh Mehta, K. Mandana Muttanna, Keshav Badada, Keshav Kotari, Keshav Singh, Lakshya Jain, Matthews Biju Elias, Mehul J. Saldanha, Namit Mohan, Naval Durafe, Neelam Suvir Nag, Pulkit Agarwal, Roshan Paiju, Sahil Pradeep, Shresht Gupta, Siddharth Rayelu, Siddharth Girish, Vatsal Mehra, Vikyat Sinha, Vishesh Jain, Cherukuru Vivian Naidu, Yash D. Jain, Aditi Pandey, Alankrita B, Dharini P, Fiona Francis, Hamsika Bharadwaj, Kalubi Mulekha Khailis, Malvika Chauhan, Porwal Ashi, R. Tanmay, Sabhyata Shashiraj, Shaika Kamatla, Shivani Gulati, Sonal Agarwal, Sukrita Triran Nurat, Tanya Damodaran, Vaishali. Section B, Adit D. Jain, Akash Siddharth, Shah Advait, Anshuman Gill, Aprajit Chabra, Digvijay S. Kushwaha, Dilip Kumar Chaudhary, Good day, Parikshit, J. Sharaf, Jisjo A, John Joe Thomas, Kandregula Bharat Kumar, Kotham Reddy Vitash, Mayuk Kundepudi, Michael John D'Souza, Mohammad Fazil PK, Noble Joseph, Prajay Prashant Brilla, Ricardo Gonzalez, Rishabh Telukunta, Rewaj Chand, Sahil Kalra, Sahir Kishore Keval Ramani, Samrat Pandey, Shashwat Malhotra, Shubham Banerjee, Shubham Jain, Sunny Lunkar, Surya Pratap S. Rathor, Sushant Karel, Swapnil Jaria, T.A. Vikramaditya, Vivek Singha, Vashish Nagarkatti, Vasu Gupta, Vinit Ranka, Vinod Avinash Rungta, Akshara A, Anjita Maria Joseph, Antra, Anusha S, Ganta Shravya, L.A. Sneha. Sneha secured the first rank in Bachelor of Business Administration, Finance and International Business with a CGPA of 3.43. Manaswini Bobu, Manya Mohan, Megha Khandoy, Neville Mary Lobo, Pallavi Samdasini, Prachi Khosla, Prafulita Tiwari, S. Shruti, Savneet Kaur Bhatia, Shreya Nigam, Vijay Lavanya, Yashika Mandana, and Bhuvaneshwari Sundareshan.
I request the students of Bachelor of Business Administration, Tourism and Travel Management to come and receive their certificates in the order in which their names are called. B. Eldin Selik, B. Chandrabyal, Edwin Thomas, Satish Kannan, Keshav Pachisya, Lobsang Wangchuk, Mohit Arun, Princeton Presley Fernandez, Raghav Kumar Bausinka, Ruben Philip James, Syed Zimam Brahmava, Ujjwal Chaurasya, Advaita Shrikant, Alphonse J. Nirakil, Anita Jobi, Ankita Pradhan, Fatima Jana Ahmad, Kalki P, Maria Sneha Baby, Mohika Jain, Mridula Shekhar, Neha Malpani, Nikita Pahwa, Roja Francis, Saloni Saklecha, Shreya Somani, Simran Kindra, Tenzin Dolkar, Tenzin Dolma, Satin Dolkar Shepa, Tulika Goyal, Avril Shiril Was, Muru Buanga Orchide Miriam, Sridevi Nair, Sri Priyanka N. She has secured the first rank in BBA Tourism and Travel Management with a CGPA of 3.61. Tanya S. Matthew, Ajmal Fazal, Dushyant Yadav, Tanveer Khan, Yashraj Gupta, Arushi Sharma, Anshu Kumari R, Asaveri Saxena, Didi R. Gadia, Krishnapriya S.N., Sachi H. Shah, Wendy Wesley Louis, Alan Tom Chanti, Datti K. Sunku, Monica Prasad, Prishita Premeya, Ritu P, Srishti Venkatraman, Vishnupriya Sharma, G. Akshaya, Surupam Chaturvedi, Sharanya R. I request the students of Master of Business Administration, Tourism and Travel Management to come and receive their certificates in the order in which their names are called. Advait Kannan, Akshay Srikumar, Neelan Ritesh Rigo, Richard Sathana, Terin George Thomas. He has secured the first rank in MBA Tourism and Travel Management with a CGPA of 3.14. Said Fazal Rahman, Anu Anthony, Barua Lisa Marie, Boyapati Lakshmi Sinduri, Geetanjali S. Patil, Prerna Bharadwaj, Rijita Teja Prasad, Riya Paul, Sugandha Singh, Alens Abraham.
I request all the candidates recommended for admission to the various degrees to kindly stand up. With your cap, officially you have to stand up, please. I request Father Chancellor to admit them to the various degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of Christ deemed to be University, I hereby admit you to the various degrees, having been examined, certified, and approved by Christ under School of Business Studies and Social Sciences. I charge you that ever in your life and conversation, you show yourself worthy of the degree awarded.
All the graduates of School of Business Studies and Social Sciences kindly remain standing as the pledge will now be administered. On the Convocation Ceremonial Handbook, please turn to page number 7 for the graduation pledge. I request Dr. Jyoti Kumar, Associate Dean, School of Business Studies and Social Sciences, to administer the pledge.
The graduates of School of Business Studies and Social Sciences, please keep your right hand close to your heart and repeat the pledge after me. As a graduate of Christ, deemed to be University, I promise to uphold the dignity, honor and prestige of this university. I will conduct myself with honesty and integrity, taking responsibilities for my actions and respecting the rights, opinions and dignity of all. I will cherish the core values inculcated in me in this temple of learning and will uphold them in the journey of my life. I will use my knowledge, experience and skills to the best of my ability for the advancement of learning for the well-being of the community and for public good. I will strive to create a better society with a sense of fairness, social justice, and an environmental responsibility. I will follow the path of righteousness with respect to all ethical considerations to prove myself a worthy citizen of my country. As I leave the portals of my alma mater, I promise to carry on the good tradition that I belong to in whatever I do, strengthened by the mission and guided by the vision of excellence and service. I take this pledge by reaffirming my faith in God Almighty, who will always be my guiding spirit.
You may please be seated. Congratulations, dear graduates. This is truly an occasion when your hard work, dedication, and sacrifices are finally recognized and rewarded, and we are really proud of your achievements. With experience comes knowledge. With knowledge and experience comes expertise. We are privileged today to have here with us a visionary in Professor S. Jaffet, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Bangalore Central University, as the chief guest. Sir, may I request you to deliver the convocation address.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Dr. Father Thomas C. Matthew, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Father George, Chancellor, Dr. Father Abraham, Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Anil Pinto, the Registrar, Professor Johnny Joseph, Controller of Examinations, Dr. Jyoti Kumar, Associate Dean, dear fathers, faculty, staff, graduating students, their parents and friends, it's a great honor and privilege for me to participate in this Convocation Ceremony 2018 of Christ University, deemed to be university. There is a correction by the Supreme Court of India. Otherwise, there would be contempt against contempt of court. My dear young graduating students, let me join all of us here on the dais to once again congratulate you on your graduation. You have just finished one of the most amazing phases in your life, which you will look back with a lot of fondness, and you have made, and most amazing phases in your life have made some of the most enduring friendships that will last a lifetime. You are now entering the next phase in your life, which will be the most amazing one. Some will go to post-graduation. I'm sure some of you probably will explore coming to my university, Bengaluru Central University, which you should, and delay their entry into real life with a bit more preparation, and some will step in right away. There is some trepidation, understandably. Some have picked up jobs during campus interviews, and some are yet to explore. Convocation is always an important landmark in the life of students and their parents. I'm afraid the convocation address may not be. Not many graduating students take convocation address seriously, and they may not remember it later. Because it's a day of celebration and excitement. It's a day of culmination of your hard work, sacrifice, and dedication. It's a day when you also have to honor your parents, your teachers, mentors, the management, the staff. Dear students, when you leave the portals of your alma mater, Christ, you may feel a little nervous as you would no longer have the support of your guides and friends. You've always been under protection, supervision, probably sometimes under surveillance. But you don't need to be nervous, because you are one of the few in the country who have had the privilege of getting education in one of the premier institutions of our country, Christ. I know that the skills, the knowledge and the skills that you have acquired will help you in facing the challenges of the future. Our centers of learning are social institutions too. They have to carry out their responsibilities as a social entity. A strong connection with society will provide the edifice for value-oriented learning in them. This will instill in the students a sensitivity that will inspire them to search for solutions to vexed socio-economic problems in the environment in which they are living. From an isolated world of innocence, when I say innocence, it doesn't mean that you are innocent. You will be graduating into the real world. You have stepped into the real world having better capacity to think and solve real world problems than those, unfortunately, who cannot access college education. Today, India is the fastest growing economy in the world. Now we are in fifth largest economy. We are in an Asian century in which almost 40% of world GDP comes from Asian countries. In about 15-20 years, 60% of the world's GDP will be from Asian countries. Probably will be reaching soon, will be becoming soon the third largest economy after US, China, and Japan. Probably after China is US and China. It is presently at a very challenging phase of its socio-economic transition. We are in the midst of global changes that are both complex and unpredictable. Indian expertise and talent has much demand worldwide. The prospects in a liberal economic environment are immense. Yet, to take advantage of the unfolding opportunities in a globalized market, we have to galvanize our demographic strength. Economic and social inequalities are increasing. The model of development that we have today has become ecologically unsustainable, socially unsustainable. Ecologically, we are heading towards disaster, ecological disaster. The minerals that were exploited, let us say, during last 100 years, it 50,000% more during before 100 years, during the last 100 years. Although we are, as I said, one of the largest economies in the world, there's also the gaps that our Vice Chancellor, I think, referred to that. We are a very complex society, diverse society. The gaps are increasing, between the rich and the poor. The top 1% own more than 50% of the total wealth in India. If you look at, for instance, according to Human Development Index, we are rated 131 out of 188 countries. According to the latest economic survey, 90% of the jobs are less than 15,000 per month, including seniors. We can assume that the starting salaries for most of the freshers are not more than rupees 7,500 per month, within which there is a disparity between men and women, with women earning 24% less than men on average. I saw some sort of a disparity when it came to selection of even some of the courses here. I saw majority of men actually choosing business rather than women here. I don't know whether I'm correct. In fact, if you look at, women are very fast taking over most of the spheres, including business, startups. 65% of women are in media, journalism. I find quite a few of them taken journalism as well. Almost 30% now, they are in the IT sector. If this is the case of formal sector, it is very difficult to imagine the informal sector, which constitutes more than 90% of the workforce. Thus, despite being the fastest growing economy in the era of globalization and social media, it is really difficult for vast majority of the youth in India, 600 million people in the age group of 25 years and below, the demographic dividend, to find good quality jobs. In fact, you should know that more than 60% of the engineers are without jobs. Out of 40%, 20% of them are not into gainful employment and not connected with the courses, the training that they have received. So gainful employment is the biggest challenge for us. As the world is becoming smaller and smaller, this is something that we have to be happy about. The aspirations of our youth are getting bigger and bigger, which is a good sign. We need to inculcate the aptitude to think ahead for a lot of ideas capable of making an impact, transmits faster than ever before today. And therefore, universities like Christ and ours should be ahead of times. At the same time, growing inequalities and rising aspirations are a potent mixture for intense competition. Intense competition means compromise on values and integrity. Is it always the case? Do we need to compromise? In other words, how to do well in your life by doing good? Vice Chancellor referred to that. Education is not about private good all the time. Yes, it is not at all. Along with being private good, which gives you status, which gives you jobs, which gives you importance in society, it is also about public good. That is the real challenge. How to make meaningful contribution to society while being dedicated to our jobs and careers. Let me share a few thoughts regarding this. Number one, always in life maintain your dignity and integrity. This may seem counterintuitive in the world we live today, as we are constantly told to play it smart and winning by all means is acceptable. There was just a recent survey by Hindustan Times. The graduating students and those students who graduated or got into job, 90%, of course, they say, I don't know whether it is true of the students of Christ, I'm sure it could be an exception. 92% of the graduates who were interviewed said that they would beg, steal, and borrow if they want to get something, and if they really want to have something which, they don't really care about their parents or whatever. 67% of the students said that they violate traffic rules. These are some of the, so we live in an era of globalization, virtual world. Unfortunately, more often than not, this is not true. Most of you are, I think, arts and commerce and business students. I think commerce is not so much. I don't think there is commerce, only business and arts. You understand the equation of demand and supply, or in business terms, I don't know what it is. The more the dishonest people in the world, the greater the value of people with integrity and morals. We hear stories of dishonest people who amassed great wealth. We have also heard of some topple, many disappear without a trace, quietly. It is not true that the people like honest people with integrity around them. This is an enduring value. Number two, be a master of your subject. Education, not an end in college. I consider education is a process that actually transforms the inherent human capabilities into knowledge and skills. College just gives you a foundation. Self-learning can be replaced by nothing. We often hear the phrase, Indians are experts in every topic under the sun, but specialists in nothing. It is true to a fair extent. If you meet some of the successful nationals like Germans, Japanese, and some other Europeans, their focus on their subject is complete. They know the entire universe of their profession with knowledge upgraded daily. It's not infrequent that when you engage them in discussions in subjects, they would say, I'm sorry, I know nothing about this. My competency is in this subject. There is no loss of face when a person says this in humility. But when it comes to his subject or profession, he is a very thorough master. It's this knowledge that makes him indispensable to his organization. Because no one is better than him on that subject. Whatever you choose to do in life, be the very best in the world in that subject. There is always a place in the world for such specialists. I'm not saying that being specialist means that you focus only in your subject. Gradually, I'm sure, in Christ, we are going towards being more multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, intradisciplinary. One should be able to develop the capacity to shift from one perspective to another perspective. Particularly in a society like India, you cannot resolve any problem with one perspective. Being just an engineer, being just a doctor, being just a businessman, no. Yes, you must have a thorough knowledge in your own subject, but you should be able to have varieties of perspectives. Otherwise, we will not be able to, you get stagnated. Number 3, build lasting relationships, even with strangers. This is especially so when you are young. I'm speaking from my own experience. Many of your colleagues will be beginning their lives now. No one knows where their career takes them one day. In fact, particularly in today's context, in today's world, the world of automation, artificial intelligence, communication, we don't know where we would be ending up. Every human members those who have been nice and kind to them, and one day these people may give you the biggest break in your career or business. Sometimes strangers remember your random act of kindness and repay you decades later. Great men today were very ordinary people when they started their careers. Most remember their friends from then as true friends beyond the world of business. Number 4, never ever compare yourself to others or worry. No human life is linear. Every single life and career is full of spurts and stagnant periods. If you don't get a job today, it means nothing. Keep focusing on what you do and try to be the best in the world. Some people get massive breaks later in life because they set a strong bed and foundation today. Some people start their careers as rockets and then run into trouble in their midlife because they were overconfident and did not upgrade their knowledge or did not relate to people around them well. 5, whatever you do in life, learn to enjoy yourself moderately. If you love your job, the work will be pleasurable. Many people get confused between the job they do and the organization they work for. You can change organizations, but you can't change your profession in most cases. So learn to love it and be the best in the world at it. Unlike in the past, many middle-aged people today suffer from severe stress-related diseases, which you hear in the reports, people who are in IT software and so on and so forth. They don't know what to do from Friday onwards. They get restless, distracted. They know only to wish each other, have a good weekend. Friday, Saturday, they don't know what to do. They'll be in search. So one of the purposes of education, as I tell, is knowledge, of course, skills, and certainly what the Vice Chancellor said, to become an enlightened citizen. That's one of the most important things. The other purpose of education, I think, is develop passion, love for learning. It's not just about the marks that you have scored, the subject that you have studied. Get into reading novels, varieties of things. I don't know how many of you, for instance, that has kept me for so many years, right from student days till now. I keep on reading the Kannada novels. Evening, my only job is to get into some of the recent novels in Kannada, poetry. That's what has kept me. So this is one of the, so you must really, so if you are, unlike what I said, unlike in the past, I said, many middle-aged people today suffer from severe stress-related diseases because of because they don't know how to manage themselves. This is because they want to overperform unrealistically. Who makes more progress in their lifetime? The slow and steady burn individual or the quick burn out? The steady person also arrives in his destination, but in a far better shape. Enjoy your time in your entire life. Don't wait for the end of the rainbow. It is not there. The rainbow is here and now. Number 6, if you do not have a career goal now, don't worry. I repeat, if you do not have a career goal now, don't worry about it. Just keep one thing in mind. Be the very best in your job. Many opportunities will keep throwing themselves at you. You can always pick one later. The opportunities are in direct proportion to how good you are at what you do. Until now, many of you might be judged based on the marks you have obtained. As I said, Christ may be an exception to this. It's not just about marks. The education that you impart here is not just about marks and degree. In fact, the degrees, the certificates that you have received, of course, it has value, a symbolic value. It is much more than that. That it's a sign of your maturity. It's a sign that from today onwards, you are on your own. It doesn't mean if when you are own, you are, whatever you have become is because of you only. Again, that's a wrong notion, an illusion. That individual philosophy, it's also because of your teachers, mentors, parents, peer, friends, the man. But then from today onwards, you will have to take decisions. The degree, the certificate that you are receiving today means that you are going to certify yourself. But in real world, you will be judged by your overall personality. Those of you who really want to pursue studies abroad, looking at bigger opportunities, you should know that it's not just about, you will be judged not just by your marks, but your so many other qualities that you have acquired. If you want to go to Oxford, you want to go to Harvard, Cambridge, its marks is just probably the 50%. The rest is all about the other qualities. Please explore your full potential. Before I want to wish you, my dear friends, the Bengaluru Central University is a new university that has been carved out of Bangalore University. I'm the Vice Chancellor of Bengaluru Central University, located in the very heart of Bengaluru city. Probably this is the only university, only few universities in the entire country which is going to be an urban-based university, a city university dedicated to this great city of Bengaluru. If I were here at a time when Christ applied for deemed to be university status, I would have filed a caveat in the Supreme Court to stall it. I would have wished Christ University institution to be part of my Bengaluru Central University to play a bigger role. Unfortunately, it has become a deemed to be university, but I will still, I think, they were with us for many years, and they have an obligation to contribute for the development of this university. In fact, I want to get in touch with Registrar Dr. Pinto and Vice Chancellor. I want you should come forward because it's just a new university, and I'm told you have, of course, you are known all over the world today as being premier institution. You have an obligation to give it back, and particularly to this Bengaluru Central University. You are just, a few miles away from the university. It has a very rich, long history and a rich legacy. It has, as I told you, it has the capacity to become a global university, and that is possible only all of us can collectively contribute. And so let me offer my greetings on behalf of Bengaluru Central University, Namma Bengaluru, Namma BCU, Bengaluru Central University. And I want to give you an open invitation. They are going to be, please wait for another 1 month. Keep your options open. First option should be Bengaluru Central University. There are a number of innovative, creative courses that we are going to launch soon. Just watch out. Friends, once again, I know the convocation address, I told you is not that important. You may forget whatever I said. Let me wish you all the very best and all success in your future endeavors. And thank you, Christ, for inviting me today.
Your graduation may be a ticket to a good life, but let us think of it as a ticket to change the world. Our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Father George Edeadiel, is the motivational force and the stirring voice behind the incredible growth of our institution. Father, I humbly request you to address the gathering.
Chief guest of the day, Professor S. Japheth, the founder Vice Chancellor of Christ Central University, Bangalore Central University. Reverend Dr. Father Thomas E. Matthew, Vice Chancellor of Christ deemed to be University, Pro-Vice Chancellor Father Abraham, Registrar Dr. Anil Pinto, Mr. Jugnu Obroy, the President, the Alumni Association of Christ, Professor Johnny Joseph, Control of Examinations, Deans, Ms. Jyoti Kumar, Reverend Fathers, faculty, my dear Christites, family members of graduates and friends and well-wishers. My dear graduates of business studies and social studies, today is a testimony of your hard-earned accomplishments. Along with the two Vice Chancellors, I accord you congratulations. You made it. But you are not alone. In sociology, we learn about feral cases which establish that only in association with other human beings one can be fully human. So, my dear and near ones, there are many who share the joy of your achievements. So to Christ, the deemed university, she is really proud of each and every one of you. We are at the doorstep of the Golden Jubilee of Christ. You are most welcome to come together under the enthusiastic and vibrant leadership of our Alumni Association President, Mr. Jugnu Obroy, to celebrate the Golden Jubilee of our alma mater in a very meaningful and generous way. You have joined Christ with a lot of dreams. I'm sure some of your dreams have come true today. We read in Brihadaranya Upanishad, you are what your deep driving desire is. As your desire is, so is your will. As your will is, so is your deed. As your deed is, so is your destiny. We have dreams that makes us restless. Our former president, Abdul Kalam, wrote, "Dream is not that which you see while sleeping. It is something that does not let you sleep." I am sure, my dear graduates, that you had many sleepless nights to come this far in your life. All of us salute you for your great achievements, but you have miles to go before you sleep. The world is in the process of creating universal citizens, as our Vice Chancellor, Father Matthew, has already said. One world, one market, and a very much digitally connected world. But many are insensitive to the harsh social realities that exist around us. There is sharp divide between the rich and the poor. Many turn their faces away from truth, justice, and equality. We have to look into the socio-political, cultural, and economic realities that is around us in a very critical and creative way. Whenever I hear the Christ anthem, I am reminded of the prayer of Rabindranath Tagore. I quote, "Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken into fragments by narrow domestic walls," it continues, "into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake," unquote. We have to ask, are we living in a world of freedom or fear? Are we in the process of creating a just human society? Do we live in a culture of mutual respect and care? Do our women and children feel safe in our country? Are we allured by systems and ideologies that created a divided society? Is just power and money is everything? We know that corruption is reigning everywhere, and that even challenges the foundation of our republic, namely legislature, executive, and judiciary. We need to be watchful, and we need to be prudent as proud citizens of this great nation. Today's world needs innovators and pathfinders to lead the society forward to new heights. We are living in an era of excellence. I remember one of my teacher of theology, Professor Joseph Patrabangal, say, "There is nothing less than excellence for me." That is true of him, a great scholar. The search for and realization of excellence need to be a passion. Once a foreign tourist visited a temple under construction where he saw a sculptor making an idol. Suddenly he noticed another similar idol lying nearby. Surprised, he asked the sculptor, "Do you need two statues of the same idol?" "No," said the sculptor without looking up. "We need only one. But the first one got damaged at the last stage." The gentleman examined the idol and found no apparent damage. "Where is the damage?" he asked. "There is a scratch near the ear," said the sculptor, still busy with his work. "Where are you going to install this idol?" The sculptor replied that he would be installing that on a pillar around 20 feet high. If the idol is that far, who is going to know that there is a scratch near the ear? The gentleman asked. The sculptor stopped his work, looked at the gentleman, and smiled and said, "I will know it." The search for excellence, truth, justice, equality need to be a genuine drive from within, and it need to be a passion coming from within. Let me congratulate the chief guest of the day for the insightful and practical tips and the convocation address. We have a great visionary, great dreamer, and a down-to-earth person who is committed to uphold the human values in our VC, Father Thomas. He is a blessing to each and every one of us. I do appreciate and acknowledge the one-pointed attention and commitment with which he and the entire Christ team together make Christ a much-sought university in India. Dr. Jyoti Kumar, the Associate Dean, who animate this campus, will be really happy and proud of this Convocation Day. Congratulations to all the staff members of Christ. Also, I thank the parents and family members for trusting and entrusting your dear ones into our care. I feel that the university could do justice to your dreams. But for the university, there is only one dream, and it is your dream. It is a dream of your family. It is a dream of the society. It is a dream of our nation and humanity at large. My dear graduates, the last few years you spent your quality time and energy in the campus. You surely have absorbed the culture of Christ and its vision, mission, and core values. Simultaneously, you have enriched the university by your valuable presence. The university holds dear to her heart you and your dreams, aspirations, and achievements. Thank you so much for being part of this university. As you go out in search of your chosen career paths, and as the future unfolds, we wish you Christ tides to strive to venture into the unfamiliar, untraveled, challenging territories, marching forward with vision, determination, hard work, enthusiasm, and hope with a solid human face. Let the light within you shine brightly to shed light and be a blessing to all others. In this era of excellence, strive hard to achieve excellence in everything that you do for the good of all. Loga samasta sukhino bhavantu. Let your dreams and the dreams of many others come true through each and every one of you. May God bless you all. Jai Hind.
Our university has a vibrant alumni association ably led by Mr. Jugnu Oberoi. His team works tirelessly to keep each outgoing Christite connected to the institution. May I request Mr. Jugnu Oberoi, the President of the University Alumni Association, to offer the felicitation address.
My God, too many speakers for my graduation day. When will this fat guy be over so that I can click pictures with our batchmate and parents? Yes, this is exactly what even I thought during my graduation in this same campus. But unfortunately, those times we took black and white camera pictures with our batchmates being all guys. True, our bad luck, it was not a co-ed college in my time, while today you have these charming ladies dressed in the best Indian look, and that too, you take colored pictures. Jealous I am. That's why when I met Bishop Father Kirill, the principal who introduced co-ed in this campus in the late 80s, I asked him, why were the fathers so harsh with us that we had an all-boys college? Plus, that's the reason I had to go across the seas to find my own better half. He smiled and replied, Jugnu, during your time and the batches after you, we found the students' attendance going down in classes while their visits to the gates of Mount Carmel and Jyoti Nivas was going up. So we fathers thought it best to bring mounts and Jyotis into Christ. So my Christites, that's my time in college. My friends, lend me your ears. I stand before you as a frightened speaker, but a very proud Christites. Before I bore you with my address, we all have a duty today. The MC introduced us to our Vice Chancellor and Honorary Colonel Dr. Thomas. Personally, had the privilege of spending over 18 years with him, and to me, can assure you all, we are very, very fortunate to get such a fine gentleman who has led this institution to unbelievable heights. Unfortunately, the rule of law does not allow him another convocation, and this would be his last with your group. Christites, please stand and join me in giving him the loudest applause we ever given in this auditorium. Thank you. Also, I'm afraid my voice is going to crack, as last night, in celebration of your graduation, I had a few drinks. And this morning found the reason for this bad throat. The drink was good, but the ice was bad. Christites, as your senior, my first advice to you is always avoid ice in your drink. Now let me rush back to my boring algebra class address. Otherwise, Father VC will find me for spoiling today's decorum. The right head to lead us into our Golden Jubilee celebration, our learned Chancellor in Dr. Reverend Father George, guest of honor, Professor Japheth, the wounded soldier on duty, our commanding officer of today's passing out regiment, Honorary Colonel of the Indian Armed Forces, Reverend Father Dr. Thomas, every alumni, Bajrangi Bhai in Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Father Abraham, respected fathers, Dr. Anil, the fine gentleman registrar, every student's enemy, as he refuses to give us any grace marks, control of examination, Professor Johnny Joseph, our strength in this university, deans, HODs, faculty, non-teaching staff, happy parents, invitees, ladies and gentlemen, and above all, today's proud graduating battalion of Christites. My namaskaram, walaikum salam, sat sri akal, and a very good evening to one and all. Graduation Day is an event which every student looks forward to, for it's today one changes from a youth to a man, a girl to a woman ready to face the challenging world on their own feet. I recall my own graduation over 40 years back, and remember we too had some fine speakers giving us some sound advice, and advice which many of us took into a pathway of life where it helped us build our future. This day, you have also received some great advice from speakers before me, and I urge you to keep it in mind. Let me now, as your senior, add a small bit to their thoughts. I'm not going to remind you that your tomorrow needs hard work, etc., as I'm sure with your years in college, this has been drilled into every Christite. At the outset, I carry the greetings of thousands of fellow Christites who have walked out of this institution with their head held high. Today, I wish to remind you of two very important aspects in your life which we tend to forget, that we are Indian first and our culture is still appreciated by the West while we are trying to ape them. As we grow older, we not only forget, but also we do not give them the due respect which society and we all need to get. The first fraternity, which is treated like the oldest profession in this world. I am pained to hear students tell me, "But sir, I have paid my fees, so why care or remember them?" Let's not forget that they have given us their entire wealth, their wealth of knowledge, and no money can buy this wealth. For if it was so, each one of us would have been a Bill Gates or an Narayan Murthy. Yes, friends, I am thinking about our teachers. I today will share with you a true story of a student and his teacher. The student is yours truly, Jugnu, and the teacher was my third standard teacher called Mrs. David. I did my schooling at Baldwin Boys, Bangalore. Mrs. David was my class teacher when I should have been 10 years or so and about 15 kgs in weight. I had not seen her since leaving school more than 45 years back, but though remembered her, she was a pretty lady whom we had all adored. A few years back, the principal of Baldwin's invited some senior alumni to request us to plan an event at the school who was celebrating its 125 years. So we seniors, around 10 heads, formed a core group and planned to hold a ball at the Leela Hotel called Down Memory Lane. In this group was Akash Ryle, the current director of Bethany High School, also a fellow Christite. We became very good friends, and I came to know that Mrs. David was his mother. As we had to meet regularly, we then suggested each will host a dinner meet. So when Akash's turn came, he offered to host it at his school. It gave us an opportunity to see his school. Plus, I told him I would love to meet my teacher, his mother too. The day dawned. We met at his office, and after the meeting, proceeded to the boys' dining room for dinner, where his mother, Mrs. David, was welcoming each one of us. Please, my friends, hear this part. When my turn came, Akash told his mother, "Ma, this is one of your students. Do you recognize him?" For a few seconds, she looked into my face and addressed me by a name. Immediately, Akash said, "No, Ma, this is Jugnu. You may have forgotten. It's so long back. You had taught him." I stopped Akash and told him, "You are wrong, my friend. My teacher has addressed me by my very correct legal name, a name which today only my bankers or auditors know, an official name with which I sign my business instruments. Jugnu is my pet name. After my education, somewhere down the line, it got stuck both in my private and official circle." Christites, the same thing was repeated to me 15 years back when I ordered my teacher, Benny Sir, who taught me economics in the year 1969 at this college too. He too addressed me by that name. What I'm trying to stress here is a fraternity who, like your parents, never ever forget each one of the students. Then why don't we come and give them the due request, to give them the due respect, or at least drop by informing that the plant they have watered has given fruit. You will see a joy of happiness in their eyes. Do remember, our scriptures tell us we bow to our Guru first, then the Lord above. My Christites, later part of this evening, I urge you to spend parting with your friends. A glass of beer or wine is also welcome, as you'll shortly bid farewell to your benchmate of the last few years, for you do need to celebrate the last 15 to 20 years, which you have worked so hard to reach today's function. But please, before that, go home. Thank the old couple as you youngsters address your dear parents. Carry a card, a rose or a chocolate, give them a jadoo ki japi, or just say 2 words, thank you, and take their blessing for walking the distance with you in these last 20 years of your growth. Do recall, just at a drop of a hat, you've asked your mother to wake you at 4 a.m. to study for an exam, and the poor lady turns the whole night in fear that she may miss the alarm, wakes up much earlier, makes you that hot cup of coffee, and then repeatedly tries to wake you up. Remember the number of times your dear father quietly kept his necessities so that you could enjoy some luxury during your time in college. If possible, do tell them you will guide them in the twilight years. My fellow Christites, I do not recall if I have said these words to my parents. Even today, I long to say so, but unfortunately, Fate has separated us. Let history not be repeated with you. Here I leave you with a touching story. After his father's death, the son decided to leave his mother at an old age home where he visited her off and on. One day, he received a call from the old age home saying, "Your mother is very serious. Please come and visit her." So the son went and saw that his mother was very critical and on her dying bed. He asked her, "Mom, what can I do for you?" She replied, "Please, can you install fans in this old age home as there are none? Also, can you put a fridge for the betterment of the food?" The son was surprised and asked, "Ma, while you were here, you never complained, but now you have a few hours left. Why are you telling me this? Why?" She replied, "It's okay, dear. I have managed the heat and the hunger and the pain, but when your children will send you here, I am afraid you will not be able to bear it." My Christite, that is every parent. Even in their last breath, they will always remember you. Then why do not we give them the love and respect they deserve? I can go on giving you many stories and misdeed, but time is not with me today. In the lighter tone, coming back to your Alumni Association, I do hope each of you have registered in a web page. It's free of cost, and through it, you will be able to keep in touch with the activities of your association, as well as with updates of the university campus. Particularly, this July, we'll be celebrating various events at the campus towards our Golden Jubilee. I also invite you youngsters to join my core team. Help me to bring up the association to a greater level. Do mail me if you want to be a part of my team. Some of the activities like the fee scholarship is to needy Christites is very close to my heart. The Fun Fiesta, a day for the faculty, is in August, which will be followed by a health camp for everyone at the campus. Our AGM is in October. Then we hold the Family Day on 26th January, which will be a huge program, being a 50-year celebration. And this admission will be strictly on RSVP and seat. As usual, we get a few thousand alumni coming. And for this registration, I request you to ensure that you're registered in the alumni. Send back your RSVP so that we could allocate places for those who are interested to come for that day. I seem to have crossed my time, but before I bid you the best, I would like to share a poem with you, which my late father gave me the day I graduated. For even today, when I am in difficulty, I read it in the corner, for it reminds me that I and I alone need to solve my problem. He called it an odd philosophy of life. Man comes into this world without his consent, leaves it against his will, and while on earth, he is misguided and misunderstood. In infancy, he is an angel. In boyhood, he is a devil, and in manhood, he is a fool. If he has a wife and children, he is a chump. If he is a bachelor, he is inhuman and mean. If he enters a public house, he is a drunkard, and if he stays out of it, he is a miser. If he is poor, he has no brains. If he is rich, he has all the luck in the world and is a crook. If he has brains, he is too smart. If he goes to the temple, he is an hypocrite. And if he stays away, he is a sinner. If he gives charity, it's for advertisement. If he does not, he is stingy. When he comes into this world, everybody wants to kiss him. Before he leaves this world, everybody wants to kick him. If he dies young, he had a great future. And if he lives to a ripe old age, everybody hopes he's made a will. It is therefore impossible to please everybody. So do your duty. Be fearless. Use your common sense, which is so uncommon. And if you make mistakes, it's better than doing nothing. Hence, keep smiling. Nobody wants to hear your troubles as others have wagon loads of their own. Signing off, my friends, I leave you with one thought. Mere dost, kabhi alvida mat kehna. The gates of Christ University are always open for its Christites. Thank you. Godspeed. God bless. Jai Hind.
That is what we call the splendid and ever-surviving Christite spirit. Let us go forth in life to achieve our dreams but let us never forget the reasons and the people who made this journey worth all the trouble. This occasion is also to cherish the time that you have spent in this university. I request the representatives of the graduates, Mr. Satvik Mantini from BBA Honors and Ms. Rakshita E. Paul from Economics Honors, to share their experiences of life in the university, followed by the farewell song by the university choir.
Go into the world and do well, but more importantly, go into the world and do good. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today is an exciting day, the batch of 2018, Christ School of Business Studies and Social Sciences. Look at every student sitting in this auditorium. Remember these faces. These are the people with whom you spent your last 3 years, who are your home away from home. We met as strangers but are leaving as a family. Dear Christites, from CIAs to final year dissertation, from Darpan to colorful blossoms, from ICH to pit stop, from the entrance test to the placement trials, from the very first semester to our final one, we have come a long way. And here we are, done with college, filled with ambitious dreams, innovative ideas, and unlimited memories. Now's our time to take on the world, find and pursue our passion, to leave behind a legacy. William Shakespeare once said, some are born with greatness, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thirst upon them. In life, we can't always count on being born great or greatness being thrust upon us. But always, always remember that the opportunity to achieve greatness is within our grasp. This college taught us to believe in ourselves through its vision, mission, and core values that kept us motivated till date. Remember these two words, excellence and service. This should be our driving force in anything that you do out there. Have faith in God. Be morally upright. Go out of your way for the love of fellow beings. Be socially responsible. Pursue your passion. Success will automatically tap your friend door. If there is anything you take home from today, besides a degree of course, remember to never ever compare yourself with any other person. Their journey is different, their goals are different, their circumstances are different. Every moment you spent wishing you had someone else's life is a minute spent wasting yours. You are unique, you are special, and believe me, you will become successful. Our time together as a batch of 2018 will not be remembered by our grades, GPA, or achievements, but it will be remembered by our relationships, the kind of person we were, the memories we have made together. Batch of 2018, we had 3 amazing years together, and from the bottom of my heart, I wish everyone present here all the very best. This is Satvik Mantini taking a leave for the one last time. Thank you.
Thank you, Satvik. Almost every successful person begins with 2 beliefs. The future can be better than the present, and I have the power to make it so. A very good afternoon to all the dignitaries on and off the dais, to my faculty members, my fellow batchmates, and most importantly, all the parents present today. Today is a day to be thankful and to be inspired. 3 years here at Christ have been unforgettable for each one of us. Every semester spent on this very campus has been adventurous and truly educational. To experience a blend of culture and diverse thoughts under one roof is great, and Christ has given us that platform. This institution, I can proudly say, is at its glory due to all our collective hard work and sheer perseverance. This glory that I speak of is reflected by excellent academic grades, research publications by both student and faculty members, cultural activities, numerous victories in sports, and lastly, by the values upheld by all of us. There is something special about our faculty members here at Christ. They have managed to train us for a tough, yet a wonderful future. They have stood by us through all our phases, and for that, I believe an applause is overdue. I believe that our administrative staff, technical staff, attendants, canteen staff, and security staff deserve our loudest cheer, as we have troubled them the most, and not once did they complain. in these few years, I have realized that the students that went to Christ University are not just good with grades, but can also dance, sing, and do karate all at the same time. It is here that I have experienced learning and growing amidst a pool of great social workers, bright researchers, fantastic leaders, and terrific artists. I know one thing for sure. This batch of 2018 will be the face of the future for its new pattern of thoughts, new waves of emotions, and new sense of determination. I think you deserve a huge round of applause. One of the main reasons why I will forever thank this college is that I have made great friends, and I know that they will stay with me forever. This institution will always be a part of me, and as it has a charm of its own. This college gave us great opportunities to build our career, and I must admit, BGR campus has lived up to its interdisciplinary and holistic approach. As much as I've looked forward to this day, I must say, I dislike endings. This day is the final chapter of a great book whose title reads, "Once a Christite, always a Christite." As we bid goodbyes, I would like to say, stay kind, stay focused, and trust the magic of happiness. Thank you.
With the beautiful impact of the farewell song and with the permission of the Honorable Chancellor, I now declare the convocation ceremony closed. May I invite Ms. Gana J., Academic Coordinator, School of Business Studies and Social Sciences, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening. It's a truly humbling moment for all of us today. The School of Business Studies and Social Sciences is 2 years old, but the idea of the school is far older in the institutional imagination of our university. Several deliberations led us to establishing the school with a vision and structure that is fairly different from several institutions of higher education in the country. In the 2 years of our presence, we all know we have come a long way. And today, here we are with the first graduating batch of the School of Business Studies and Social Sciences. Thus, I feel honored to propose the vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion. I thank our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Father George Edeadiel, for awarding the degrees, for the wonderful message, and also for presiding over this ceremony. Thank you, Father. On behalf of the School of Business Studies and Social Sciences, Christ deemed to be University, I take this opportunity to thank our chief guest, Professor Jaffet, Vice Chancellor, Bangalore Central University, for gracing the occasion and delivering the convocation address. I request our Honorable Chancellor to present a memento as a token of our gratitude. Our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Father Thomas C. Matthew, is the guiding spirit and a dear mentor to all of us. On behalf of everybody gathered here, I thank you, Father, for your vision, motivation, and immense contribution in the continuing growth of both the School of Business Studies and Social Sciences Bannerghatta Road campus as well as our university. Thank you, Father. I thank the Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Father Abraham, the Registrar, Dr. Anil Joseph Pinto, and the Controller of Examinations, Professor Johnny Joseph, for their guidance and support. Our Associate Dean, Dr. Jyoti Kumar, sure needs a special word of mention. Her resolute spirit in nurturing the goals and aspirations of the academic community on this campus is highly appreciable. Her time, energy, and aspirations invested in building the School of Business Studies and Social Sciences have been instrumental in each one of our journeys today. In a sense, students and faculty members alike must see the ceremonial event in the same light. Graduation does not merely mean to receive a degree, but it also implies etymologically to take a step. Dr. Jyoti Kumar has been a significant force behind the many steps we have all taken to reach here. Thank you, ma'am, for your contagious energy and motivation and your unending support and inspiration. I also thank our alumni president, Mr. Jugnu Oberoi, the academic coordinators and cluster coordinators for their support and contribution. I take this opportunity to thank the distinguished fathers, directors, and the officers of the university for their encouragement and support. The offices of the Registrar, Controller of Examinations, the Associate Dean, and the technical and support staff have worked enthusiastically along with the faculty coordinators for over a month to organize this event. I acknowledge all your efforts and support. I thank the MC of the day, Mr. Jose Anthony, for taking us through the ceremony, and the University Choir for the perfect start and close to this solemn event. To all the proud parents and guardians, thanks are due, as your presence has meant a lot to all the graduates and to all of us. Convocation is an important day in one's journey of higher education. My best wishes go to the new graduate Christites, and I hope you have enjoyed your special and important day today. We wish you all the luck for a bright future. Congratulations to the first graduating batch of School of Business Studies and Social Sciences. Thank you and wish you a wonderful evening.
Kindly rise for the national anthem.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा
Kindly remain standing as the dignitaries leave the auditorium, and please wait for further announcements. We have the registrar leading the recession of the dais, followed by the controller of examination, the Honorable Chancellor, our chief guest for the day, Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor, the Associate Dean, the academic coordinators, and the cluster coordinators. Please be seated. In my closing remarks, let me congratulate the graduates and thank you in advance as you leave this ceremony today with a duty to uphold the values and culture in which you have been nurtured. I thank you all for your attention and wish you well in all your future endeavors. The graduates are kindly reminded to return the ropes to the allotted classrooms as you exit the auditorium. May I request the student volunteers to guide the graduates out of the auditorium. Parents, please be seated as the graduates take leave. All the graduates, you may exit the auditorium through the exit doors on my right. May I request the volunteers on the balcony to kindly guide the parents, well-wishers, and guests through the exit doors. Thank you and have a pleasant evening.